people tell me we will we were telling that we don't believe. Representative, Senator, Minister, President, America is suffering us today. Oh, Liberia, oh, people, I can see Liberia, Liberia is suffering, Liberia. We see it, we don't do it nothing. Liberia is suffering, Liberia. We see it, we don't do it nothing. Liberian people suffering, Liberians today. We see it, we don't do it nothing. Liberians, what we will do? We tired with war, we tired with destruction. We tired with tribalism, but just is special interest. Special interest, we are tired. We are tired. Tired. We are tired. Liberians suffering, Liberians today. We see it, we are doing nothing. That always in the last of the people's life. At the end of the month, no salary. Security day and no rest in the last of the people's life. At the end of the month, no salary. They simply US coming from. And they simply the people carrying the US dollar.
Just in the market.
We're telling my baby. We're telling them.
Check it. See, love is the key. Together we can move on.
Yes.
Move on, just united we can hold on. Move on, it's time to move on. There is no development that we can boast of. Educating your fellow man, jab for riches. Costing the foreign investors out of hitches. Not because you want to take. You want children never slave, no unity. We die in poverty. Yeah, no attention for the disability. Forget the one being sorry on that. Now we stand divided, we go fall flat. Yeah, now we go fall flat. Now a woman will go on that. Till they won't call. Look at that. Now a woman will go on that. Till they won't call you. Tell her, they can busy the passing the suffering the massive. They can busy the passing the suffering the massive. I said, oh, we had it to my massive. They can busy the passing the suffering the massive.
They're coming again, they're coming to fool us. We were telling that we are believe. Liberia is the one who we have. No one to go, no one to run. Liberians, let us stop corruption to rebuild our great nation. Liberians don't be international community for our problems. Our problems is ourselves. Liberian suffering, Liberian today. We see it, we are doing nothing. Shoot number, just a double. Maga with me, you're the boss, listen to me. Liberian people are dying. Liberian people, we are dying. Liberian people, listen to me. Make the righteous equality for your future, for generation to generation. Make the righteous equality. The people be with you. We were telling them we don't believe.
That's what I wanted. They just said I'll be like Clinton. They can not kind of do anything. The first time the people lost my Ali, my Ali, my Ali, my Ali. Jawia, bring our money back. My Ali, my Ali, my Ali. Jawia, we want our money back. My Ali, my Ali, my Ali. Jawia, bring our money back. Jawia, we want our money back. That's so people ago, stealing for hungry people. All our name contract guy who we carry complete. Continue work for free people. We're all our police people. That kind of story my people will listen to. Students are going to school, not bring the 60 billion. Black people fall in the street, bring the 60 billion. Paper people in the bring the 60 billion. Musicians stand up in the 50, bring the 60 billion. We want a 60 billion to be Ghana Vero. We want a 60 billion for people in Logato. We want a 60 billion, see heroes are killing people. That's why it's not a joke. I'm talking direct. My Ali, my Ali, my Ali, my Ali. money back. My elite, my elite, my elite. Joey, we want our money back. My elite, my elite, my elite. Joey, bring our money back. My elite, my elite, my elite. Joey, we want our money back. Try me for country where I was 60 billion. That's on that any bonnet to fair where there's 60 billion. Now make a daily minister for the 60 billion. Then you can tell us we not get no 60 billion. Now make it fun, go work and me fun at 60 billion. Go work for the me, second man, go work for security, the flying will continue. I'm saying, yeah, better for the money. They just say I'll be that player. They can not kind do anything. The first time the people yell, my elite, my elite, my elite, my elite. Joey, bring our money back. My elite, my elite, my elite. Joey, we want our money back. My elite, my elite, my elite. Joey, bring our money back. My elite, my elite, my elite. Joey, we want our money back. That's so kilos ago, stealing for 100 people. All on any country guy who we carry complete. Continue one for free, we're all our political. That kind of story my people will listen to. Students not going to the school, don't bring the 60 billion. Black people fall in the street, bring the 60 billion. Paper people in the ring, bring the 60 billion. Musicians stand up in the city, bring the 60 billion. We want a 60 billion to be Ghana Vero. We want a 60 billion for people in Logato. We want a 60 billion, see heroes are killing people. That's why it's not a joke. I'm fucking Daraco. My elite, my elite, my elite, my elite. Joey, bring our money back. My elite, my elite, my elite. Joey, we want our money back. My elite, my elite, my elite. Joey, bring our money back. My elite, my elite, my elite. Joey, we want our money back. Try me for country where I was 60 billion. That's on that any bonnet to fair where there's 60 billion. Now make a daily minister for the 60 billion. Then you can tell us we not get no 60 billion. Now make it fun, go work and me fun at 60 billion. Go work for the me, second man, you come in. Go work for security, the flying will continue. My elite, my elite, my elite, my elite. Joey, bring our money back. My elite, my elite, my elite. Joey, we want our money back. My elite, my elite, my elite. Joey, bring our money back. My elite, my elite, my elite. Joey, we want our money back. Yeah, MC Carol, I'm saying bring our money back. Stylish individual. They just say I'll be that player. They can not kind do anything. The first time the people yell, my elite, my elite, my elite, my elite. Joey, bring our money back. My elite, my elite. Joey, we want our money back. My elite, my elite, my elite. Joey, bring our money back. My elite, my elite, my elite. Joey, we want our money back. That's also kilos ago, stealing for 100 people. All on any country guy who we carry complete. Continue one for free, we're all our political. That kind of story my people will listen to. Students not going to school, don't bring the 60 billion. Black people fall in the street, bring the 60 billion. Paper people in the ring, bring the 60 billion. Musicians stand up in the city, bring the 60 billion. We want a 60 billion, so they're gonna be 60 billion. See heroes are killing people. That's why it's not a joke. My elite, my elite, my elite, my elite. Joey, bring our money back. My elite, my elite, my elite. Joey, want our money back. My elite, my elite, my elite. Joey, bring our money back. My elite, my elite.
All right, we're going to hold this song here a little bit. Just take our first caller because we have.
I love the music.
You love the music, right? Yeah, it got. I think are quite informative also. Good afternoon. Okay, tell us your name. Where you come from?
I'm Aaron Vala. I'm calling from Banga.
Wow, thank you, Aaron. Wow, that means that now you are watching it. You know the only thing I like about the Facebook thing, you know, when one person is when one person click to watch the video, it's not that one person watching, about maybe 5, 10, 20, 15 people watching it. So
of course.
Let me say a big hello to our people there in central Liberia. How is it there today? How's it going?
Yeah, rain stop, come back, rain stop, sunshine a bit, rain stop, yeah.
Okay. You know, since we getting you from there because it's hard to get nowadays it's very hard for us to get you guys from Liberia to actually talk to us and think. But tell us, I know a young man, I know you can move around. I don't know what you're up to, but in terms of our people living their condition now, whether we're talking about the U.S. rate, the rise. How are you guys living there? How is the situation there? First of all, tell about the rate. How is it?
Yeah, US rate is a bit better, yeah. When I say better, because in most rather last month, I saw the rate like $206 in Maserati, but yeah, it's $204. So it's kind of a better bit, yeah.
All right, it's better anyway. If you say better, it's relative, isn't it? But okay, but then tell us a little bit about the price of commodities, especially what we eat.
Yeah, when I say better, serious the things are not better, yeah, my brother. Things are very difficult now.
Wow.
Things are difficult, seriously. Yeah, especially for us who have some responsibility, like next month school will be opening next month. You know that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, schools will be opening next month. Some are working, businesses are not even running, go on the road, not even sell. You cannot even afford, even get a profit, and you even eat. You have to eat. Things are not going well like how we expected it to be.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So in terms of the basic commodity there, our basic or staple food, which is rice. Whether
Yeah.
whether you rich or not, you gotta eat rice in Liberia. What is it
Yeah,
like
you
in
have
terms
to.
of price?
Therefore, the 25 kg rent now is about $2,700, $2,500. You gotta have quantity now.
So if we if
So
we
if you
go
want to
back
buy,
if we go back somewhere around November last year, was it the same price?
no, last year, most of the businesses now people are looking for US to go and buy rest. If you don't have the USD, how will you buy to go and do your business? So based on the USD, that have people look and put all the price or reduce the price. Even for the GSM card now, even for the GSM card, we will call the stretch card, it's about $225 now.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, 200 for $1 and stretch card. Be it orange or Lone Star is about $225 Liberian dollar.
So no
So the
wonder
US the USD rate now.
so no wonder why we are not seeing many of you online these days from Liberia.
No, for me, yeah, no, but we always online. What about the protest? Even the protest, the president stopped people. The presidents may know to stop people going online on the internet. We may know to go online, so you cannot stop on getting it. Except maybe I call it Facebook decide to cut everybody off. But we'll always be online. You cannot stop on getting online. We'll always get online. We may know to get online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Besides the shows,
One County, Banga,
go.
where you are right now, I got a lot of sons and daughters that are actually watching live with you right now. In terms of health, where are we? Are people receiving the health attention according to what we're supposed to be?
My brother, things are difficult. I mean, let me be bold enough to tell you. I just from Phoebe out on the Phoebe compound not too long. Later I came, we got a person called no camera to care one of my friend at the bank. Later we came back. I just ended up Banga before when I got online, I started you. I said, well, let me see I can communicate with my friend. My brother, things are just not fun. Let me be bold enough to tell you, things are not fun. The worker, in fact, this time you ain't going to suspend your worker from the health ministry and left. Let's say, for example, you have a hospital, a government hospital, you try to maybe a nurse misbehave, you want to try to suspend her. So they are very happy to go home. They are very happy to go home. Say, let me go home. The
Wow.
factor is I'm not getting paid. Yeah, I'm not getting paid on time. So you go, you come to suspend me. You want something for 1 month, no problem. The other 2-3 months are not work for you, pay will still come. So things are not fun. Can you imagine you want to suspend someone person here? Yeah, when you catch criminal, they are having to go to jail, come into prison. That's how it look like. Things
Mm.
are just not fun. Yeah.
But you know,
Then when this one,
since you have this opportunity now, you're talking to some of your brothers and your sisters that are directly from that part of Liberia, Banga or Bon County. Let's put it in that perspective. You coming from the hospital now, you went to visit. What you seen there? Is there anything you can share with your Liberian brothers and sisters who are actually sons and daughters of Bon County, that if they want to help, these are some of the areas you need to actually help?
yeah, if you want to do that thing for the health ministry, let's take for the hospitals. Meaning we have 2 government hospitals presently I can say in Banga because Phoebe is very close to Banga, and we have CB Domba, who is in Banga itself. And Phoebe is in Swakoko, but people will always say that Phoebe is in Banga. You see, the best thing for your own diaspora, the best thing you guys can do now is see how you can rally to help some of the hospital. I think some of your friends doing it now. Like I can remember some of the lawmakers were down there. I remember that I talked about in the US sometimes ago, he came down with some issue, some material for health.
Yeah.
They pay with some drugs, a glove, donated to the hospital. The deputy speaker did the same. The deputy speaker who is spraying chemical did the same. Even a friend, one of the lawmakers from District Number 1, I call him Jion Hill, did the same. So I think this is one of the areas. I think many Liberians who are in the diaspora in the focus that will see how better they can have the few hospital who are in Banga, because we all here, you cannot move.
No.
You cannot move all here. No matter how you eat the best food, if you're not well, you're not well. You cannot move. Yeah.
Let's talk about youth empowerment for your on that side. How is it? Are there opportunities for youth to get jobs, especially those of you guys graduating from high school or graduating from Swakoko there, let's say Scotland there? Is there any possibility of your youth empowerment there through employment?
No opportunity. I think it was just in the middle of last month when I started meeting pull up the information that I want to help some students to have vacation job. Can you imagine in Bangladesh about 200 some more students apply? And they short this thinking, I went to spark my very say I saw about 70 students that was successful.
Wow.
You see, and they needed about 70 to 80 students. So you see, so it means the rest of the students who are not successful will still be passing around see our best. Nothing. There's nothing.
What's about it? Tell us a little bit. What's about the farm? Because the former president Charles had a huge area there. Is the wife continuing the farm, which is also helping the people of Bon County?
I went with the madam before. I used to work with Geraldine when she was senator here. That farm is still the same. Grass are taking. In fact, they have the fuller people are taking the farm now to make a crowd eat the grasses so they can be at least have the people can go and buy the cow. No, nothing is done on that farm. In fact, nothing is there.
What?
Nothing is on that farm. Nothing is on that farm. If I was somewhere around, I want to let you see what ever said. There's nothing on that farm, my brother. The only friend we know is in Bangladesh. To get wood and maybe from him. From my there will be about maybe 10-minute drive. Nothing is on that farm. Grasses are taking farm.
That should have been one area that at least youth empowerment should have been employing the young people, because that's a huge farm that they've got. Maybe she should have carried the legacy.
The land is big. As I speak, there are cows on the farm now. Full of people are taking all the farm to see how best the cows can build eat the grasses. People can go and buy. But if the land is there, nothing across on that farm.
You started talking a little bit about school. What is it like? Because in Monrovia, when I speak to people nowadays, they complaining a lot that some of them are not even be able to send their children to school. Is it the same in Bon County, Bangladesh?
You see, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just talking to him. I said, man, because I have a very big daughter. She just passed me along for it. Yeah, I have 2 daughters. I have 2 daughters. I don't just passing the key one, and the bigger one just passing me along for it. I was just sharing with him. If they months cannot end better at me, for me, I will try. I want to tell someone could I say don't feed because at least you can have a spoon of to eat. You feed other people. I know people. There are people like you who are saying to the shoe like them. It is not easy, my brother. Things are very difficult. For all we can try a bit. Because where we work, sometimes people try the scholarship around. So now our bosses will tell them, okay, we'll get based on your effort on the work. Maybe we'll help you on your children or this, that. But not everybody now. Maybe only having a few, maybe about 50% will happen about 1,000 persons. Not everybody in the Republic now. There are a lot of people finding it difficult now. Businesses are just not moving. Businesses are not moving. The fair play, Liberian, where Liberian get a strength from is food. Where do you expect all the things to come from? You paying close to $3,000 LT. You paying close to $3,000 LT to buy 25 kg rest. Yeah? You have about 2, 3 for children. You have crossing, empty, many Liberian love the extended family stuff. Yeah. So you see, things are not just easy, my brother.
Right. Okay. Let me say thank you. Are we right after the show? I'll get back to you because I know it costs you a lot to even call as well. But thanks so much for calling. And what we'll do is that our management will make sure that we'll try and put the credit back on your phone. So send me a message or messenger with your number.
All right, I'll do that. Can we discuss national issue like
what you got in your mind?
The
because
work of the president.
Actually, I am the program today. Profile Liberia. We discuss different any issue that comes up from people's minds or so. We're using a show in solidarity of the students that are in Morocco right now, stranded. Your brothers and sisters.
Yeah. I have one of my friends. Some more than one Peter Quali. He really spoke the money on one of the local radio. Okay. He right on Martin. Peter Quali.
It is very, very serious there. What happened yesterday at the embassy?
I know.
So okay, let's go. We'll give you some time. Talk on any issues you want to share your thought on.
Yes, my brother, can you imagine up to now, since June, civil servants haven't received pay. I felt too discouraged when I heard, I got the information at present where I was paying some guys 5,000 Liberian dollars for all reasons. I would call Sogos.
Yeah.
You see, that 5,000 is about $25 USD. That money could have been taken to some of the hospital to see how maybe just go to the hospital and say, okay, just go to the hospital as a president and say, okay, let me GFK today, or let me go to Banga today and visit PV Hospital or CV Doma, GFK, or go to, just that $25, just give it to some of the patient, even give it $2,000 each, or some of the patient who we found, can I be all the way full to pay that bill to get out of the hospital, just share with them. But you take the money and give it to people who go to people's houses and then destroy life, destroy property. So why you think people would take you to be as a president? Eh? Who you think people will lodge complaint when no guys come and harm people? Eh? You think so you can't harm me to that? Go to the police director or go to the police station and say, oh, one of the guys harm me. Many people get in the back of the man, the president, the one who send those guys. He's feeding them. He's feeding them. You see, that $5,000 is about $25 USD. Even you take $5 USD and care those small hospitals, get care of the people. You're not talking about 2 or 3 hundred Zogos. That means the 2 or 3 hundred Zogos. The amount of Zogos and the president paid is they have about 500 young guys and get the money though. When he get the money, someone got angry. Around the ear David Johnson, they were angry saying that they not receive some of the money. So it means the guy, the Zogo, they get in Banga, to get angry the same way, to go and demonstrate, telling people that, oh, we are not receive the money. While the city in Kanto, Zogo in Kanto, in fact, those guys are very united. If possible, they just start communicating around the moment, the city will do the same thing. They have the country will be running. Up to now, see what's on, I receive pay since June. We're not talking about ourselves. We're talking about other people.
But
Election took place.
let me say this, because when the thing happened around a few ministers, I was asking them about this sharing of the money also. They said, well, they defended it and said, well, the president is a president for everybody, even people that are mentally, that are mentally challenged. So if the president went in his own personal pocket and chooses to please anybody or to give it to anybody, that's the president's choice. So the president decided to identify himself with the Zogos. So why are you people having problem with it? So that's how they defend.
But God, are not crazy. They are not crazy. What I expected he to have done was talk to those guys, get them boom. My man, yeah, say you got a 500 or about 1,000. 100, you're going red light. You're going clean red light. 100, you're going around the euro. Some of you go around people. Share the number. Make sure you got eyes on them. Let it do the work, then you pay them. But you get them free money, my brother. Free money. Free. Someone ate that money on the scene.
Yeah.
Someone ate that money on the scene. Just create. You know, I was just frustrated when I heard Moramolu sometimes back talking about the bidding vocational school for civilians or some other guys who go to school. You get MVDC down there, TVS. You get MVDC. Those guys just need people to talk to them. That's all. Just need people to advise them. That's all. That's all the guys need. For me, I'm very friendly. I get close to some of them. Oh, everyone can give money if I get out of jail. If I get out of jail, I'm gonna need. Those guys don't even need more than 200 LD a day. 100 can even carry them too. But you take that money and give them. That MPDC where? Go to MPDC. Or you talking about being another vocational school for young people who you think are supporting your party? What are you spoiling all the money for? Because election I just took place yesterday. A lot of young people beating yesterday. I listen to that few this morning, not PDC, but few this morning. Complain that opposition were beaten by the ruling party. See, is that the news is going? Is that the news went? Opposition were beaten by the ruling party. About 13 young people I saw on Facebook, political holding or lady, living in the air, holding on charter by the back, living up in the air carrying home. I saw the other guy with blood on his face.
Yeah.
I think the country was wrong with it. But it's just the election that took place in Moderado. Just a good example of the president defeat, you know. I'll just share one of his friends. I said, well, brother, you guys say, oh, your own Maserado. You've already lost the Maserado seat already. Then I teach you your 14. Why can't you guys get wavy? Because the fact is that you don't want the election. The thing is clear that you want the election, but they just don't want to be clear. You know, just two candidates, they're not two candidates, but two positions. But Jerome Corbett will get taking time to get taking time because he don't want the loss too much. Now Jerome Corbett is kind of frustrated. The fact that Jerome Corbett is a lawyer for the U.S. family. That you don't want that election already. We are the president. That's what the sticker issue are. You I call him Mr. Corbett. He's a lawyer for the U.S. family. You see, now he's election commissioner. Tell that you don't want the election. President, we are the nation giant, or he is leader for the nation. The nation is now there. You know how long? Yesterday, I was just surprised yesterday when I heard Jerome Corbett reading the Constitution before reading the results. He had not done that. We are well in 2005. He had not done that since. Where you leaving the proper information officer for NEC? He read the Constitution before going to announce some of the preliminary results last night. I saw it last night.
Now let's
getting to take time.
I know you go around the community, engaging with the community or at a center or whatsoever. In terms of what you're hearing there now, coinciding with the reality of today, in terms of our president popularity, the CDC popularity? How is it there in Central Liberia?
For me, I don't want to talk when they say, oh, because you know, supported the president, you will not say the good, you will not say anything good about him. But president, we are losing, he lost in weight. He lost in weight. He lost in weight. But then, can you imagine? Few months ago, he was at the federal headquarters challenging the Euro family and Dara Dino. I will make sure no Euro win election in the country. Dara Dino is dead. Dara Dino is that. Yeah, it's true. Dara Dino working with Dara before. We all know. For me, I know that Dara Dino working with Dara before. You need to come to my house. We need to eat. I want to accommodate between friendship. When you got a friend, don't bring it up. These are the same guy you are challenging. Now the man has become senator. The little girl who just started mugging sometime back at his headquarters. You saw how the guy responded to him. When the guy went in the district, the poor answer. President, we are said this about you. What you say about that? The guy said a little girl responding to a leader. The guy said, you know, for the big district. It was her response. It was her response to what the president said. It was her, yes, it was her response. The guy said, you know, for the big district. That was her response. So my brother, we just need to pray. I will tell you something, my brother, just pray for survival and that's all.
Now, if I ask you
this, we had a year,
just before we let you go, well, if I ask you this, that on behalf of the young people in Bon County, on behalf of the young people in Liberia, on behalf of the next generation, what are your hopes for the next 5 years under President?
Our hope is there to pray. Our hope is to pray and just forget about that's the problem. Do not create problem. Do not create chaos. All of the demonstrations they've been having in Morocco for me and also we are had ready to go and join them. But now when there one day, I'm one of the silent men, although I can talk. For me, I come as a politician. I talk, but I'm very scared. I don't create problem. I don't create problem. I'm very friendly. Go to the attire shop, my niece at the attire shop, where I live around the Kanda Highway in Bangkok. So now I just leave my wife, go and sit there, talk with some young guys. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, come back home. In the morning, get on my feet. That's how we move here now. But the young people, to admit, young people not like before. They are not really creating problems. But what we expected from the president was to just have, especially the money he shared with those guys, that money could have been done for another thing. So I've been given for another thing that will help. I don't move something. Look at the rule. Look at the rules. Look at the rule the president said you're facing Morocco. Go see the rules. There are holes in the rule now. And once piece of there's one small hole get in the quota, forget that quota cannot be repaired again. Say that whole quota. Go and see the rules. Oh, everything has been damaged. Go to Water Side, go to Water Street. Garbage are taking all of the places. But when you talk, they say, oh, because you're not supported the man, that's why you're talking. But we will talk, we will keep talking. For me, I don't abuse president. We have, I guess, I always posting some other thing that need to be done, or some other thing that he done. Yeah. Where he falling, he need to pick up from there. When he falling, he need to pick up from there. You see, I beg him. You know, I heard people say, oh, the superintendent said this, superintendent said this. Yeah, we all know those guys recall her. For some of the things she said were not false. Some of the things she said were not fake. They were not fake. It's just that the wrong part was when some of the element went and recorded her. That's all. But some of the things were not fake. We seen it. Don't even have it, right?
How was it like you people receiving her back after she got her reappointment? How was it like?
On the time they suspended her, I was one of those on the radio advocating 10% we had to please reinstate her. On the very time, no, we never work on her because her return came back to her as a surprise. Why is it that women from the county, people from the county were calling the president, talking to him? But we were just surprised when we started the internet that afternoon. We found out she was reinstated. Because she was already in the county. Right. You see, but the only person who we saw people welcoming was the agriculture minister who they just dismissed. Because you have a university called Cyprus. So some of the students felt that why the student here been dismissed, it's better that we welcome him back in the county due to some of the development he put in place for young people. I think most of a lot of young people need to take the education serious and just be yourself and avoid trouble, that's all. But for now, to the next 5 years or 4 years in Joya region, we then no pray for survival until to see how maybe 2022 so I can be rooted out. But on a very serious note, to see President, we are going for second term. It's very difficult. It's very difficult, my brother.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining the show this afternoon. Always feel free when we are on, come on and help us with some information from back there as well. But please inbox me.
You are welcome. You're welcome. All right.
All right. Thank you. All right. That's Roberto there from Morocco Central Liberia. We're going to take a short break, and from there, I think we will go to Rabat. We'll go to Morocco and speak to John. Let's take a short musical break because the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to speak on the issue of the students at the let's say student there in Morocco. I've been trying to reach to the Ministry of Education through their public relation officers. Well, but both numbers ringing, some not ringing tirelessly. So we have on our plate today again, we continue with this advocacy with respect to our children that are in Morocco. They are stranded. What took place yesterday at the embassy, if you haven't seen it or you've never heard of it, we will tell you in detail later on. John will call in. I think John due to appear on the radio station in Liberia right now, as far as the arrangement has been made is concerned. But in solidarity of these children, the Profile Liberia today is being held. Thank you so much. Those of you that are making your comments as well, I'll come back and read them. But let's take this short musical break. Break here is by MC Carol. Bring Our Money Back.
Better for the money. They just say I'll be like Plato. They can not do anything. The voice of the people yells, my Ali, my Ali, my Ali, my Ali. Joia, bring our money back. My Ali, my Ali, my Ali. Joia, we want our money back. My Ali, my Ali, my Ali. Joia, bring our money back. My Ali, my Ali, my Ali. Joia, we want our money back. That's also people go stealing for hungry people. All on any country guy who we carry complete. Continue one for free people. We're all our political. That kind of story my people will listen to. Students not going to school, don't bring the 60 billion. Black people fall in the street, bring the 60 billion. Paper people in the bring the 60 billion. Musicians stand up in the 50, bring the 60 billion. We want a 60 billion to be done on the road. We want a 60 billion for people in Logato. We want a 60 billion, see heroes are killing people. That's why it's not a show. I'm fucking Jaraco. My Ali, my Ali, my Ali, my Ali. Joia, bring our money back. My Ali, my Ali, my Ali. Joia, we want our money back. My Ali, my Ali, my Ali. Joia, bring our money back. My Ali, my Ali, my Ali. Joia, we want our money back. Traffic for culture where I was 60 billion. That's on that any bonnet to flag where there's 60 billion. Now make a daily minister for the 60 billion. Then you can tell us we not get no 60 billion. Now make it fun, I go work and be fun at 60 billion. Go work for the meme, second man, you come in. Go work for security, the flying will continue. My Ali, my Ali, my Ali, my Ali. Joia, bring our money back. My Ali, my Ali, my Ali. Joia, we want our money back. My Ali, my Ali, my Ali. Joia, bring our money back. My Ali, my Ali, my Ali. Joia, we want our money back. Yeah, MC Carol, I'm saying bring our money back. Silence individual. My Ali, Joia, bring our money back. My Ali, my Ali, my Ali. Joia, we want our money back. My Ali, my Ali, my Ali. Joia, bring our money back. My Ali, my Ali, my Ali. Joia, we want our money back. For hungry people, all on any country guy who we carry complete. Continue one for free people. We're all our political. That kind of story my people will listen to. Students not going to school, don't bring the 60 billion. Black people fall in the We want to see people in Morocco. We want to see them see Russia killing people. That's why it's not a show. I'm fucking direct.
All right, Eileen, Joe, we are upping our money back. If you give us our money, we'll be able to everything. John, how you doing?
Hello.
How you doing, John?
Doing a bit better. We appreciate God that we have live this morning to speak to Liberian people. I want to say thank you again for the opportunity and all of the support you've been given throughout the process.
Where are we? The way you left us last night, left us last night. We saw you got live. I know many people who saw you guys didn't have a good sleep because many of you are at the ages that many of us would consider to be our children. What is the situation like right now with you guys? And where did you sleep?
We couple of guys were able to find somewhere to lodge. In the meantime, we managed to have contacted some of the students who are close to the embassy to make some intervention to see how best the embassy can release the packages, the pots, suitcases, and other things of students. Because when students were chased out of the embassy, they had their packages there, and police did not allow them to take their packages back home, to take their pots, their bed sheet. So it was difficult last night. People couldn't have access to these things. So all we did was that to talk with people who can go and relate to the embassy to see how best we can get these things placed, maybe somewhere we can go and collect it, because we're not feel comfortable now going to the embassy to collect these things because there are still deployment of police there, so we cannot go there. But some of the police who left their things there were requesting that they have access to them, so we're only currently requesting that these things be placed in certain location, or we can be called somewhere else to pick them up and give back to our students. So that's the current situation we are ensuing this morning.
Now, when you got there yesterday, according to what you said, the request was made for you guys to hand over your mobile phone, your cell phones to the authority at the embassy. And then later on, the police came in, and by virtue of you guys leaving, your mobile phones, your cell phones, you didn't carry them away. Why do you think the embassy is treating you guys like this? Like, well, nothing, because taking communication from anybody these days is like you're taking everything from them.
Actually, we don't want to prejudice, we don't want to say this is the issue, but from the surrounding events, it clearly proves that the embassy wanted us to have a discussion that they never wanted to be on record, and they fear that students will recall things that will be said, commitments, or any promise that will be made. And secondly, again, one can say that the invasion of the police was another very sad day for students and for even parents back home. So these were things that were scary, considering that prior to the ambassador making such requests, the police were already outside the embassy with riot gears, very prepared, but couldn't come into the embassy. So when the ambassador made a request that you guys should give your phones, sincerely, police.
All right, we just lost John there. John will be joining us back. But this he's just trying to tell us about the situation as far as in Morocco. Okay, let's see. We can go back on the dashboard to welcome I'll come and analyze it a little bit later. Let's hear from the usual people. All right, John, we just lost you there. Welcome back. Right, if you can, those of you that are watching this video, please, if you can watching the show, can you please share to as many group as you are in as possible, please. Share to as many group you are in as possible. What I'm trying to do here, I just want to encourage you that I still trying to increase awareness raising regarding our children. Of them may not be your biological child, but I think at the humanitarian level, they are our children. So let's increase the awareness raising regarding their status in Morocco. Nobody should treat another living human being like this. That's why I've been trying hard. John, yeah, welcome back.
Yes, like I was saying before the interruption, the ambassador requested that students should turn in their phones, and students had phones on them. They submitted their phones to the ambassador, and some of our students who came already had this problem of electricity not being available in their apartments they stay and water bills because they were cut off. So they didn't bring phone along with them. So they couldn't give the phone to the ambassador. And a few other students, to be sincere, had their phone, and instead that they were not going to give their phone because they were skeptical. Here we are in the embassy. Police are already at the gate of the embassy, just waiting. We cannot give me our phone. If anything happens here, no one is going to have any account of it. So the ambassador counted the amount of students there. He counted the phones he received. On that basis, he said you're not going to speak to the students any longer because he requested that all of the phones, all of the electronic devices be submitted to him. So he took the phone that he collected and disbursed them to students, and we're like, what can we do? Keep pleading with staff of the embassy to see how best they can talk to the ambassador to address the situation here, because we cannot live here, we've not gotten any word, we don't know. So that was the appeal made. And to confirm that the perception of the students were actually something that was real, when the situation occurred that right after the period the ambassador couldn't take siege of our phone, at that point in time there was a letter that was already sent. And that letter was sent, the Moroccan police authority had the letter in their possession. When they read the letter, when they look at things, they needed more of legitimacy to come in. Because the first letter that was sent was just telling them to come into embassy, but they needed to require that if in case we invade the embassy forcefully and we have students who are there, how do we then treat these students? Because nowhere in the world or no international law that we know, with our little knowledge, we allow police to enter into a foreign embassy, go into offices, invade embassy like a ghetto, get rid of students and treat them anyhow they want to. No way that happens, especially in Morocco, that is a law-abiding country, and the respect that Morocco has for the Republic of Liberia is not possible. So when they made that request to the police unit, the police saw that it was not sufficient. So they requested to take our phone, because the next request the police were probably making was that if we having to put the students outside, in the process of putting them outside, how do we respond? Because we are not just going to put them outside, and we don't want to put them outside forcefully or to use force, and the embassy, anything happens and the embassy say, oh, we only call the police. So we needed another message to extend our assignment that the embassy requested us to do. So it was in that, it was on that backdrop that the second letter was issued to them outside of the embassy, and students had their phone, they were still pleading to the ambassador to speak to the students and to tell them what is happening. And some of the students were lying, sleeping, in the process of doing that, the guys came and some of them came. They brought two set of police. If you see the photos I sent, there's another police there. You see them in the blue. That is the normal Moroccan police in Liberia. You have the RMP, that is the normal Moroccan police. But there's another police there that they have mostly in the French country. They call the gendarmerie. These are guys who are not. They don't come for civil battle. They don't come for negotiation process. They are strictly trained to handle hostile people. So when you see them coming, they have jumpsuits, green jumpsuits. They come with other materials. They handle people. That is their job yet. Even their own citizens who are Moroccans, when they have these people there to handle you, you feel very bad because they just wait for instruction to move in. So when the police came, they brought buses of police. It was not sufficient. They sent for buses of gendarmes, and the gendarmes landed. And then the police who came invaded the embassy, and students fled beyond the door, went on the table in the conference room. The staff of the embassy identified them. Oh, they are this way, they are that way. The police went there. Girls who fled in the bathroom, pushed the door, took them out of the bathroom, brought them outside. Everyone should read the premises of the embassy. They did that as a quick, it was just like a rioting scene. They did that quickly. When we came outside, peacefully, we sat down on the ground. We were confronted with a lot of body of the gendarmerie. And these are people who are very brutal. They started to some of the students. We started to push them, wake them up, and we said, since there is a case, we will walk peacefully and go back to maybe where we came from. They said, no, they are not going to do it. They decide where to go. They did what they could do. And as students fled the embassy, they left their some of them had their devices, some of them had their suitcases, some of them had their comforters in the embassy. They not allowed them to take them. They invaded and all of the students fled. So this morning, still the police contacted me and said, oh, we need to have our mattresses, we need to have our comforter, we need our suitcases. And then you cannot go to the embassy, police deployment, you cannot go there any longer. So we just appeal to the embassy to see a need to find a place where they can place these things so we can pick them up subsequently. So that's the situation unfolding currently.
John, you got there yesterday in the morning, and then you guys were there up to late evenings. Did the ambassador provide food for you guys, provide food or water and everything for you guys while they were still trying to negotiate?
Unfortunately, even if you place a call to any staff of the ambassador, any of the students, we went in the office of the ambassador upon his request to talk with me. I went there to talk with him, and then we explained these problems. He said, these are fairly not correct for you as students, and there's a situation, but the fact you guys have to understand the embassy is not responsible for it, I'm not accountable to that and other stuff. And then I explained to him the situation. He told me that, oh, since you guys are claiming that students are hungry and stuff, we're going to have a negotiation. We will buy chicken for your go home. And then I said, Mr. Ambassador, someone is here for 4 years. They've been here for 10 months now. Government are not paying their allowances. Only today, because we are somewhere at the embassy, you are telling us you buy chicken and then we go home with our hope of eating anything tomorrow. So we are not going to hold chicken and go home. And while we are here, we want you to provide our food, let us eat and remain here until you speak with the authority back to address the issue. And then ambassador said it's not the case. So the only way is that we go home without the chicken. Where are we going to stay? So we said we want to remain here and get food. And after the process of making peace with me, some students start to personally accuse that, oh, we want to go there, stay there all the time. And after all students were angry already, so the police team, the both students come back and search the book. So we need to provide to provide constitution, consider the fact that the embassy is very, very far from them in direction. So that was the situation. Up to 3 o'clock, we asked who reported, who didn't know where they were, and later on, we were able to get them up to 3 o'clock.
We're struggling now to get you. We don't know what happened, but just before we let go of you, from last night to this morning, have you heard from any of your friends if they have spoken to their parents back home in Liberia, and what is it like with respect to what their parents told them after they told them the news?
Sincerely, I have not asked for such information if they spoke with their parents. But what I do know is that parents regretted yesterday the situation at the embassy, especially when they saw 16 years old, 17 years old kids standing in the faces of sophisticated Moroccan police with riot gears and all of these things. Some of the videos, we have some of the videos, very regretted, and it was very sad. It was a very sad day that peaceful students will gather and say, let us speak to the embassy until the government pay our rents, and then the embassy will call police on them. So parents regretted, but sincerely, none of them have contacted me this morning. All they said was that they were repeating that we want to have our things back on the embassy. We left our things while we fled the embassy. We want to have these things back. So we are finding means to see how best we can recover these things. We can get them because the students need them, and it's very important. Already they don't have what they already need, so the little they have now is left at the embassy, left along the wayside, so we're appealing to them. But we also try to follow the press conference and the media press conference at the Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism. You know, normally whenever we listen to that press conference, to be very, very, very frank with you, is that is the most irritating thing for us. It's the most irritating thing for us because we don't understand how powers of government see this situation. This is not an attempt to protect political ideology or any other thing to be political about. So if you have a responsibility, maybe that you claim to defend government or to propagate policies of government, this is not one of these things. We are talking about people not being involved. So the last time we listened to the press conference, the minister, they asking the question, he refused to answer the question before the first occasion. The second occasion, we listened to the minister gave promises to journalists that there were efforts being made at the Ministry of Finance. The check was there. The check was being processed to pay foreign students. Some of our parents called and said, oh, we listened, the minister said they have processed your check to pay you. Although now we have not received a dime. The second situation was that the minister yesterday, after the situation, it was the first time that the minister called to Morocco to confirm from one of our student leaders here about the situation. So every time the minister is asked about this question, you just try to use intellectual theories to like silence the whole situation or be intellectual about the government is committed to doing this. That's not the situation yet. So it was only yesterday that the minister called, and when he called, our colleague told us to inquire about the situation here. So all of the time the minister has been speaking and just giving Liberian people entail hope. Enter hope, because I call that enter hope because we are very angry about this situation. We never wanted to be political about it, but we see that people are politicizing people live here. You've been giving people enter hope. It was yesterday you called and you got the fact that students here have not received allowances for all of that. The time you've been talking about. You've been talking about students are, and today instead of the minister trying to give us something tangible, we listen to he said that students are here illegitimately. What is illegitimacy and legitimacy in this case? We don't understand the means of interpretation of legitimacy and illegitimacy. Students who are sent here on government and sponsor scholarships, some memorandum of understanding with government to study here for a certain period of time, to study certain courses. If they don't perform, government it will send them back to Liberia because they perform below certain average. Then after signing the memorandum of understanding, the very same minister at the August 24 program, when the president said, I'm going to give 7 students and scholarship, the very same minister propagated at the same press conference on one occasion that this government is committed to education because they are sent students abroad. The very same minister now is cautioning the legitimacy of students who are studying here, and he's talking about the legitimacy of students who are talking to government. It's very sad here. So what is the minister saying? Those who the president gave scholarship to come and study here because of their performance in the world, they are illegitimate here? Is that what the minister is saying? These are the parents listen to some of these things, they get disappointed. When you listen to press conference as such, the government must be sincere to say this is the situation, this is the situation, and stop giving impression and stop being political. Hey, this government is committed to be committed to education. This government is committed to foreign students. We have done that. We have increased WAS number. These are fine. These are very good things. Now, our question to the government is: will this government stand before the students who have performed again, our brothers and sisters who are performing the WAS examination, and give them scholarship? That's the question. Because when you witness the video, you saw 16 years old Peter Colley, who is from all the way Bon County, who performed, who universities offer scholarship to. He came here, 16 years old here, experiencing difficulty. He was in the street last night up to 3 o'clock. And then you go and take press conference and say the government is being committed. There's not a political issue. I don't know how the minister is seeing this thing. So journalists continue to inquire about the situation because journalists have seen the situation. The minister has never done any inquiry. He admitted that it was yesterday you called the deputy minister of education who told him, admitted to him, we have not paid his students. And he also called our student, one of our student leaders here, who told him about the situation here, and then he got some information about the situation. So previously, what have he been responding to as the minister? When people ask you questions on some occasion, it's good that you try to inquire, you try to investigate. Because you don't use this situation to score political points. Don't use this situation to score political points. In the morning, people wake up, they can barely find food to eat. Students are out of their apartment here, and then you go to meet them. You are asked a question in press conference. You tell the people, say, "Oh, the government is committed. Processes are being done. The check is being processed." Whereas the reality is that there has been no money placed for students for anything this year. Students are not going to receive money, and that's the situation here. We went to the embassy. The ambassador told us that since an issue that is currently unfolding. And yesterday, even the Minister of Education spoke with us. The ambassador called, he put the phone on speaker. He told us that, oh, what we are doing currently is now reaching out the Ministry of Finance to talk with Minister Toy to see how best we can get money for you people to come back to Liberia. It was our 16-year-old Peter who was there asking a question that, are we going to come back to Liberia after we signed a memorandum of understanding for 4 years? He said, when you reach Liberia, we'll go talk that one. You brought people here, you keep them here, you delay them, then you tell them they'll go back like here. And then they said it's very sad this morning we came listening to the minister to get hope, and then we hear the minister of information talking about the government is committed. We've been hearing the government is committed for 9
months, going to 10 months now. 9 months, going to 10 months. 9 months, going to 10 months now. All right, John is experiencing some network problem there. But I'm going to show you a video from yesterday at the embassy as they were there, because I followed them too. Plight. My priority in terms of helping to raise the awareness of their situation. But this is how, and you can tell from their look, you can even tell their ages. I just want you to have to listen to this and see what was taking place there yesterday in Rabat, Morocco, at the Liberian embassy there.
Share the video, share the video, share the video. Yeah. You don't want to go live. Share the video, share the video. These are actions occurring at the Liberian embassy in Rabat, where stranded students for a very long period of time have gathered to protest. It's very sad, but they have gathered to sit in because of the refusal of national government to look in their plot. Now we have some of the students here that are gathered. We ask that you just remain posted as we speak with them. If you are on live, you share the video, Some of the students are here. One of the dues of the just ended wax examination is here, only 17 years old. Peter Cody will also speak. How are you doing, Peter?
I'm very fine. I'm okay.
Why are you guys here today?
Because we are dying day by day. We are literally dying day by day. We living without food. We living, some of our colleagues are living in darkness. Some of our colleagues are being trapped in apartments. We can't start schooling September. What should we say to them? When you come to Morocco, we can start schooling September. That's why we are here today. All of us here will be first staying here and sleeping here. They're going out very cities and apartments and get started in September. We all know the process that is involved in sending allowance here. If we can receive our allowances this week, it means we're not going to get allowance this year. So why are we going to come to Morocco for? To come and be sleeping on streets? We prefer be sleeping in the embassy and not be stabbed on it. We are sleeping here. We are here for all this care so we can go to school.
So, Brother Peter Colley, let me hear from you. Are you actually one of the How you fare the day that the president awarded you this scholarship?
I can imagine how many people were rejoicing. I can imagine how many people feel that this was an opportunity for students to come and learn. I can imagine how many people.
We're going to stop the video there. It will be rolling in the back, but I mean, hearing what this young man is saying, I'll come back to it. John, it's great to have you back. Let's see whether we can wrap up, because I get the news that you're supposed to be speaking to a registrar in Monrovia. Now, looking at where we are right now and looking at
so I'll just wrap up quickly because it's like the internet is not so good. You are getting me?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah,
so
go ahead.
That was why I was saying we are very angry, because we are angry with the situation now, because it's being played as a game to score intellectual points. We raised money to minister the deputy minister at the media, the master press briefing, and the deputy minister started to say things that have been said.
That's talking about Eugene Fagon.
Yeah, so
talking about
Eugene
Fagon.
Yeah. So the current past situation, when we started this thing, engaging government, generally started asking these questions about 5 press conferences ago. And the minister have been responding to Liberian people talking about the government is committed to doing this, the check is in process. The minister only called yesterday to understand the situation. And then he started to give information to people. It was yesterday he understood the situation, and this morning now, instead of then telling us how this thing is going to be, sort of our friends are in the street, and then he just telling us about the legitimacy of students who are in Morocco here. What do you call legitimacy? Are we not legitimate here? Is that why you are telling us that the president will tell people, say, oh, we gave you scholarship to go study abroad? You say they are not legitimate? We don't understand. So it's very sad. We feel very sad about this situation. So we feel very sad about it. And the press conference this morning was actually discouraging. We don't know the next thing to do now, because where we have reached now is at a very critical point. And we are very afraid, because we understand the history of foreign students, especially in this country. There are countries who send students here in places less difficult behavior, and some of the students, the female students, have turned into prostitutes here. So this is a very sad situation. Our girls are here, very young girls, they are vulnerable. Send their allowances, how do you survive? And then you're talking about legitimacy of the students here. If you have to implement any policy that was signed between you and the students before coming here, as per the memorandum of understanding, we want you to implement these policies. If we are here, we are fair, you send us back. But you must give our allowances so also we can be able to study. We just took the French examination. We passed the French examination very well. Students were praising, and other countries were praising Liberia. People praise Liberia. Oh, the students are performing. Liberian students are very bright. They are very smart. And then people delaying students' allowances and using it as a means to score intellectual point in press conferences, talking about government is committed. Government not committed to anything yet. Government not committed to anything. The situation here is rough for us. We need this government to do something urgently. We're not going to be saying this thing in any tune again to be like we appeal to the government. We are still appealing to the government, but this has reached a point where we are experiencing the toughest thing we have ever experienced in our life. And now they are using police to prevent us from going to the embassy, to remove us from the embassy forcefully. So I want to tell the minister, there shouldn't be another this or to score political points. There are a lot of political things out there. This is about the life of students. This is about the life of girls here. This is about the life of children. You are endangering students here. You are placing them into harm's way. Government must do something about this situation and start using it as a means to score political points. So this is what I want to say to the Liberian people. And I, for one, I'm very angry this morning. When we shared the press conference to our group chat, the students were very angry that after all of these things that are happening to them, police have chased them out of the embassy. The minister came and said, students are not legitimate here. We are looking at legitimacy of students. Let the minister come here, and we have copies of our memorandum of understanding. Let the minister go to the education ministry and review the test students took to come and review the memorandum of understanding that parents agreed to for their students to be, their children to be here. So we are not going to be listening to these things. Every time we Thursdays, we gather ourselves around the phone to listen to hope, and the minister try to score political intellectual points on by telling us that legitimacy. So who are those who you claim are not legitimate? Come and bring the documents. They are on the file. Bring the documents. Those who are not legitimate, get rid of them. Students are legitimate here. They came here on a memorandum of understanding. Small name God scholarship directly from the president. They are here. You listen to them. You only call yesterday to ascertain what is happening here, and then you are talking about legitimacy now. Let us stop doing scapegoating and this game blaming. This is not the time for that. Ministry of this is responsible. Ministry of that is responsible. It's about love. So let us do the right thing. So I want to say thank you, Mr. Mason, for the show, and we'll keep following the program as all Liberians will contribute also. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Stay blessed. By the end of the day, we pray and we work along with you guys to ensuring that indeed your welfare is protected in that land. The analysis. I will still try again to place a call. Let me try. In fact, it's after 4 o'clock there. I'm not quite sure the office will be open, but let me try again and see if I can go through and speak to any, especially the public relations there at the embassy while we're on live. I tried several times before I came on there. I couldn't get through every time, and then the number is just giving busy too. Let me go back to the Ministry of Education and see if I can get the Ministry of Education as well, the public relations officers there. Okay. Another one thing I will I'm gonna try another one. Yeah, I'm gonna try another one to see whether we can talk to them live on our show. We want to know the status of those students. What are we doing as a country regarding their well-being in that country? This number 2, just busy tune and then cut off. But let's go back. Let me just bring you a little bit of an excerpt of what took place there yesterday in Morocco
This president, we meet here on the talk to the president.
Thank you so much. So why is a party comment to our viewers who are following? If you are just don't know what to share the video, share the video.
For those who are following, you can share the video. We meet here on to talk to the president. We have no different demand. We're not asking for anything. We just want to talk to President Weah. If President Weah can look at us and tell us that we will not get allowed this year, fine, we'll go back home. If President Weah can tell us we'll not get allowed in the next 3 years, fine, we'll go back home. But it is only President Weah's voice that we trust now. So we meet here on to listen to him.
So let's talk. We have some of students here, Liberian sponsored students who are here from the Liberian students stranded in Morocco. Demanding their allowances through the embassy of Liberia. Let's speak to this lady right here. Let's speak to her. How are you? How are you doing, ma? Can we speak to you?
Good, and you?
I'm okay. What is your name?
My name is Iman.
How are you doing? Do you care to state the school that you are from in Liberia?
Yeah, I graduated from the Catholic Chapel High School.
Why are you gathered here today?
We are here to speak to the president.
Well, that's due to the internet problem, I think, from their end yesterday. All right, we're experiencing some internet.
Comforters, we see some of the police are already sleeping before the gate. We see pots here. How long do you intend to stay here? Because seeing cooking materials and utensils here is very worrisome. How long do you intend to stay here with your class?
Well, sir, we cannot really tell you because we want to hear a word from the government, especially from the president himself, so that we can have a clear guarantee that we will be able to receive our allowances. Yes.
Okay, so lastly, before we take leave of you, what is your parting comments?
You know,
all right. We saw some of you students begin to troop in the embassy compound this morning. And after some time, we decided.
You know, you're listening to this, man. Yeah, trooping the embassy compound. These are your children. They're in foreign land. The embassy is their country. Come on, man.
I had a call to find out what was happening because we saw people putting mattresses, blankets, their suitcases, and the likes. We sent for the leadership. We can't talk to everybody at the same time. And we think that you have leadership that you trust in the presence of Johnson, Emmanuel, and Liberian. Two gentlemen with a lady. You presented a situation to us as it relates to your welfare, and we told you that we have been in contact with you, and this is not the first time that we are in contact with you, which can be confirmed by all of you through your leadership.
Now listen to them, Mayor. You're listening to him. We told you we'll be in contact with you. You know, we know about your problem. Come.
Contact the home office, and government is working on your behalf to make sure that situations are addressed in the most adequate way. So today you said that you wanted to listen, you want to hear from the top. The top is represented here. The embassy represents the Republic of Liberia, and over here and they say represent the ears and mouth of the president. This is the direct representative. Contacts have been made at home office, and we told the leadership to inform me that we will be able to relate.
Yeah, there was a serious network problem yesterday, but I just wanted you to get the gist. This is the problem we're having. We've given position to people that have no idea their social responsibility or their responsibilities to us. This is an ambassador, I guess. Telling the children, telling our people, telling our children, telling his children that you intruded the home, your home. Come on, man. And worst of all, you call police on your children?
Well,
My Emma, how you doing?
not bad.
Welcome.
Anything the ones that are in Liberia, he even addressing it. Then I wait Morocco, you go to go say something. The president will not say nothing. Liberia in Liberia, people suffering. They can't even get food to eat. Then our student where in Morocco, you will get on air to talk. Man, you will not get on air to speak.
Not so much about the talking, but what we're talking about here is their welfare, which is 9 months, 10 months now, no allowances, nothing. So even perhaps he doesn't have to talk to them, but at least if he can give kind of a mandate, you're paying the children, or maybe ask some questions. But what happened? I thought we sent money a long time to the ambassador also. That you're between the school, the landlords, and the students. What happened? What's going on? I think these are the words that the children want to hear, or questions.
I mean, when I say nothing, I mean, I play ball. You can say nothing. So, if they're trying to get our parents in Liberia, let the parents try and help their children. Because if they're waiting for President they will not get no allowance. Because Liberia says, that's all going to take pay in Liberia.
I talked to one mother this morning, and she told me that, in fact, when the children went newly, the son used to send at least $20 back when he get the allowance for the mother to feed the other children.
Yeah.
So if you take that into consideration now, and you see these children in this condition, what comes to your mind? Isn't that frustration?
Yeah, frustration.
Now, if you are to, if the president normally watched my shows, which I'm really happy of. If you are to send an advice to the president this afternoon about your children that are in Morocco, what would that be advice to the president?
I even say advice to the president will not say anything. So all they need, they may just a play ball. He can't even listen to nobody. So I get no advice or Joya can listen to nobody. Joya don't love a citizen in Liberia and they want to send all of the country. What we tell him that what advice we get and you'll be able to take care of people children all of the country who travel all of the country. They should have each Joya for in Liberia saying what to say anything about it. They tell me about Morocco. Would you pray for the people children are there? Yes, the
right, thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Thanks for your contribution. You know, it's difficult because she's a mother as well, and she almost like lacking words as to what to actually say to President Weah. You know, yes, President Weah, he is our president. He is of the fact. Maybe somebody is not communicating well. Maybe the president doesn't even know about what is happening. Because you're hearing from this ambassador. I mean, telling the children that you intruded the embassy. Come on, man. The worst thing that what I was saying, the worst thing that the ambassador did yesterday was to call police, to invite the police. To invite the police on those children. An embassy or an ambassador in a foreign land, anywhere you are the direct representative of the government, of your government and people. Now you are in that country that every citizen who is from your country residing in that country, you are their caretaker. You are responsible in a way for them. their welfare, their security as well. When you hear that they are in problem, you got to get involved. You got to intervene. You have to ask questions. Now, the embassy is also a sanctuary for your citizens that are in that country. That is why when there is perhaps there's a situation, a security situation in a country, or let's go to the way sometimes there is a civil unrest, you will see citizens from one country to another running to the embassy that is representing them there. Because the feeling is that once you enter in that compound, you are in the land of your country. That's why normally in the study of international relations, the embassies is always referred to as, you know, in terms of description of location, they say the embassy of the Republic of so near the capital city. Until that embassy can close down and cease operation, the agreement from one government between the two governments is that that land, that portion where the embassy is situated, is under their full care. And so when you are being chased outside as a stranger in that land, the only place you see that you will go and seek sanctuary is to your embassy. Now, I'm trying to educate this man now, because the children has gone there to seek refuge. They've gone there to ask questions. They've gone there to seek help. But then he's referring to them as they have gone there illegally. When you face a problem outside, it is to the embassy you go. I'm here for help. Somebody trying to get at me. Even if the authorities after you, you go there. The ambassador, the embassy will get involved and try to find out what is happening. But how can you go to your embassy to seek refuge, to seek some help, and then the same embassy is calling police on you to throw you outside? Where do you have to go? Where? That's what happened to our children yesterday, last night, at the embassy in Morocco. These children are running away from trouble, what's supposed to be a trouble on them, and say, let's go to our daddy, which is the ambassador. By virtue of the fact you represent the president there, you represent the country, you are the father of whoever citizen that is there. And now we all know your child will not be in trouble from outside, or even when somebody, even if they do wrong thing and somebody running after them, and they come to you, and you throw them back to the people, to the same person that are running after them. You are not a good father then. No, you are not. These are your children. They've gone to you for rescue. And then you calling police on them, you calling riot police on them to come and take them from there and take them outside. So where do you expect them to go? And this is why, for me, I don't care about the relationship between this ambassador. Like somebody told me this morning on my post and said, well, the ambassador have a very strong relationship with the president because they're from the same tribe or so. But I don't care about that. And I want to use the platform, I want to use this medium again to call on the president as such as this ambassador needs to go. In a civilized word. Yes, in a civilized word. Somebody like that will not be in that position for the next 72 hours. They won't be there. No. How can you betray the interests of your own people, of these children? These are children, 17 years old, 18. Some of them that are first time traveling, even leaving Morocco County or living wherever they were, studying or going to school. And then in a foreign land, they have a lot of barriers. Language, the most important one is the language. First of all, you can't speak it, you can't communicate. You can't even go and, buy stuff or so. Then somebody is telling me that the ambassador is very close to the president. And so why? That's all on my feed. Mr. President, I want to reiterate my call. This ambassador must go. Record him. Have him record. That is not a proper representation of a country, of a leader. If you are a true leader for each and everybody, including those children that are right now stranded in Morocco, Mr. President, take a step right now. Record that ambassador and have him investigated. Because for now, from what I've been hearing, I'm not even certified. Because the embassy is the route that's between the government of Liberia, the host in Morocco, and the universities. Because all of them are in different all of them supposed to be starting next month in different universities. Before the children went there, before they reached to Morocco, it was you that negotiated. It was you that actually made sure that they have homes, first of all. So that means you and the landlord are connected in a way, ensuring that when the children arrive, they have a place to be and so. So I'm not even just calling about recording of you, but I think you need to be investigated, ambassador. You don't treat your people like this. Why, if this wasn't your case, now let's say you're sitting down in Lofa County right there and your child, have this opportunity, brilliantly clever, and have gotten the opportunity and they say they're going abroad, the government sent them abroad, and this kind of a nonsense is going on. How would you feel? Ambassador, how? How would you feel? How can you live on bread and say you're in foreign land, you're living on bread, and you can really concentrate to study? Mr. President, I am begging you. Yes, I will use the word beg. I want you to see reason. First of all, let's settle about the students. 10 months in a foreign land, you can't have anything in your pocket. The landlord kicking you out. It's not good. Let me go on my dashboard. Let's see who is calling. I think the person dropped. You can call back. It doesn't work like that, Mr. President. These are our children. Imagine. You said we spotted them as brilliant students. They did so brilliant to the extent that they came #1 in their whole school. In the Western world, in fact, where I am, where I live today, universities will be even running behind these students to sponsor them and be sure that when they finish, when they graduate, they employ them because they are smart. Yes, government will sponsor them so that when they finish, the government will hold on to them so that they can work for their people. How can we waste resources like this? How can we waste human resources like this? Every year we send students out. When we send 20, Maybe only 3 will come back home. The rest, they have to perhaps sponsor themselves to finish their studies. And so in that case, they don't even want to go back home. What is the need? Imagine I got a scholarship to go and study oil. And I'm supposed to be there for 5 years. And the first 2 years was a struggle for me, for my government to sponsor me. And at the end of the second year of my time there, I cut off, everything cut off. There's no support coming for me. I got 3 years to go. And maybe my family people also, for some other reason, they gave me support and I completed my 3 years of study. I performed brilliantly. And where I am now in the UK and think I'm about to graduate and I'm getting, kind of recommendations and things to go and work for some companies or so. You think I will have the guts to go back to Liberia? When in fact they dashed me on the halfway and left me? No. This is what exactly happening. This is how we are losing human resources across the world. I should have chosen the same way. Perhaps I said, I'm not going to pay attention to Liberia. Because that's under the same manner I left Liberia. I went to Cuba and they forgot about us. Nobody had time for us. These are all children over there. Begging your man. The government of CDC will begging you. All this plenty talking, you'll leave it. Chairman Morba Molu, please. These are the scenes, some of them, they even voted for you guys. Because I saw a whole lot of irregularities during that time. Children were 15 years old, they voted. Jefferson Koji, you say you are, a youth, or you still a youth person or so, begging you. Don't get involved. These children, they need your attention right now. Just settle them. I mean, good stories behind these children. I mean, they have wonderful dreams. What they want to study, how they want to give back to Liberia in a very near future. What can we invest in them? What can we invest in them and benefit so that this nation can benefit tomorrow? These ones that will be willing to go back home and contribute to Liberia. Now there's so many of us in the diaspora who end up sponsoring ourselves. I sponsor myself throughout. I sponsor myself. Because I was totally forgotten by the people who sent me in Cuba at that time. So in this manner, if I want to, yes, I can say, well, let me go back home and make some contribution. And, extraordinary perhaps in more than what I am doing right now. If I don't want to know, I don't have to go. There's no national service I have to do. Nigerians, they send them everywhere. Ghanaians, they send them everywhere. They look after their students. So that by the time they finish, you have to come back home and do your national service. You know what that means? That is why majority of them are so patriotic. Because the government sponsored you. You shouldn't, maybe, just maybe. You were never going to go to university. Even among the children, yes, some of these children that are right now stranded in Morocco. Some of them never thought they will have such an opportunity. Why should we kill their dreams? Why? Let me see whether the video will play back.
So no, as soon as we get the information, they are promised to pass to us. But one thing I want to let you know and want you to make clear is that we see all of you guys as future leaders of our country.
Granted.
Great. Besides seeing you as future leader, being leader is goes with many things. So in expressing your grievances, it will not require that we shut down the embassy. So listen. If you attempt, like so, you're going to shut it down, you'll not get a response because it's relayed from there to us to you. So if you do anything that will obstruct the operation of the embassy, then you also, they say, where the rights of somebody stop, that begin the rise of another person. So what I want to say to you, all right. What we're asking right now is, while we are waiting for the response, do not obstruct.
We're sleeping here.
People coming to the embassy. Why are you making your point clear? Why you present your petition? And we are prepared to receive a petition and pass it on. We have called the leadership. We have talked to you. We are in contact until we can get the response to pass to you. We are asking you, do not attempt to obstruct the operation of the embassy by blocking the entrance. Do you understand what I'm saying? No. We are telling you, listen now, we are telling you, do not obstruct the operation of the embassy by blocking that door there. We are working for you, that's the reason why. No.
You know, just think about we're working for you. The children been there for 10 months. Eh? They barely eat. And somebody telling me that you're working for them.
I think I have a credit history or seafood history. I know why this. Why did they call the representative of our group to help our views? If you're talking about something that came back again, Morocco is a very, very developed country. Nobody needs to talk about it because doing the work. You actually need to office and tell them to the internet without the embassy. So we will say no, nobody is coming in, nobody is going up. We are shutting down the embassy until our demands are met. If we can speak to the president, nobody will go, nobody will come. Nobody will sleep right. So representative democracy, absolute democracy, monarchy, dictatorship. We want any form of government. We won't know. All that we're saying now, we speak it down to the president. Everybody sleep right. Everybody will be so. Everybody sleep right.
Let me make one thing clear. Growing up, all of us here when we were coming here as students to come and study Morocco, we didn't want to dream of a day to come here and raise our voice to government. It was not our dream to come here and raise our voice to government. When situations come about, we have to take action. If we all cannot stay here, we can't go and be living in darkness. So we all come here and watch media and we'll talk to President. History of the war, we are not tired of leaving. We
have one of the students here. How you doing, sir? What's your name, please? What's your name, please? Hello, how you doing, sir? How you doing?
I'm not sir.
How you doing?
I'm fine.
I see you guys gathered at the embassy today. I want to know the reason why you guys are at the embassy today.
There's now a hidden thing. Everyone knows that we are here today because our government has decided to be irresponsible. They have not given out allowance for 10 months. If that is irresponsible behavior that we cannot fulfill the vote, and we want our votes to be heard, that's why we are here.
All right, just bits and pieces of what took place yesterday at the embassy. The situation of with our children is still the same. It hasn't changed. We stay trying to add our voices so that the leadership of President George Weah can listen and be able to come to the aid of those children. We can't do this to the children. Yeah, I mean, look at that little one. I mean, saying, I mean, when I was chosen, the whole community was dancing. I know why is it, especially, you know, in the interior part of Liberia. That's some great news. See, a child, because they are so clever, the government have decided to help. Yes, that's a great news. Why should you kill such a child's dream? Why? President, we're calling on you to intervene in this matter. 10 months is too much for these children, for them to just be in Morocco, I mean, with nothing, just nothing in their pockets to live. It is not fair. It is shameful to the country. It is shameful to you, the leader of the Republic of Liberia. It is shameful to all of us. I don't even want to mention the embassy. The ambassador, under my leadership, but now you are out of that position. I don't care what relationship we have, but now you're out. For you to send those children out in the dark, to refuse them. Even water you refuse to give to them. You refuse to listen to them. 10 months, I mean, they've been behind you communicating. Oh, I'm about to be thrown out. My landlord is asking me for money, asking me for rent or so. I don't even have money to eat bread or so. The children continue to communicate with you day by day, week by week. You don't care to listen to them. And today you're standing right before them, you say, we are trying our best. The government trying her best. You are still here from here. Those are empty promises. And I think by now you should bury your head in the sand with shame. Ambassador on my feet. You don't treat people like this. An embassy of a country is a sanctuary for citizens that are in that country. Place of sanctuary. They go to you when they are in trouble. Now when they go to you, then you call police on them and throw them outside. For that action, under my government, under my administration, you are out. Immediately hearing that news, you'll be out. I don't care what the relationship will be here. I don't care. In fact, if you are so close to me, said that's the mean times I will take such a quick and swift action. You'll be out of that position as an ambassador. Not fit for purpose. What the British people normally say, fit for purpose. Those children went there because A lot of them do not have nowhere to sleep. And the last hope is at the embassy. Let us go to our daddy. Let us go to our representative. Let us go to our president, the direct individual that is representing the government and people, and the president will get help from him. Only for them to go to you and you kicking them out. What a wicked human being you are. You are wicked. Very, very wicked. I am talking to the ambassador, the Liberian ambassador to Morocco. You are very wicked. And I think your dismissal is the best thing. Or maybe your own resignation. If you have a conscience, you should be resigning right now. Yes, if you have conscience, you should be resigning. In a civilized world, that's how people can do it. If you have conscience, ambassador, you should be resigning right now for what you did to those children last night. And I was speaking to them on the show at the time I just came on my live show and thing. The children were alive. We don't even know where they came from. The police is escorting us, but we don't know. We just by the roadside, we're walking. How can you put your children on such a situation? Do you know the police? Do you know them individually? That you have taken your children and giving it and passing it over to them, passing them over to them. Did you give them mandate as to where they should carry them, what they should do to them? I'm so angry. Very, very angry. And I'm calling for the resignation or the sacking of that ambassador. Mr. President, that ambassador not fit for purpose. That's not fit for purpose at all. They have to go. They should go. Alright, surely we'll be ending the show for today. Profile Liberia. Let me appreciate each and every one of you.
We want our money back. That's also years ago. Stealing for hungry people. All our name you contract up who we carry complete. Continue work for free people. We're all our political. That kind of story my people will listen to. Students not go read the school. Don't bring the safety billion. Black people fall in the street. Bring the safety billion. Temper people in the brain. Bring the safety billion. Musicians say not benefit. Bring the safety billion. We want a safety billion. So they gonna have the road. We want a safety billion for people in Logato. We want a safety billion. See heroes to kill the people. That's why it's not a joke. I'm fucking Caraco. My Ali. Jawia. Bring our money back. My Ali. Jawia. We want our money back. My Ali. Jawia. Bring our money back. My Ali.
All right, I'm going to take a very, very short break to just read some of your comments just before I take leave of you for today. Let me appreciate all of you for your comments. We are very, very certain. I am always very certain President will listen to our broadcast. Yes, because he always does anyway. All right, let me read. I'm only going to read comments that are relative to what we've been talking about. Anastasia, always contributing. Anastasia Hulson, she say, I totally agree. The majority of the diplomats are unskilled. I think that's the time I was talking about the issue of the ambassador. Anastasia, she's back again. The president is keeping in charge unprofessional so-called diplomats around the world. They don't care about the children in Morocco. Again, Budu Dwe. If I had not been for these children parents' support, what will have become of these kids? It is very sad for our scholars. Yeah, indeed, very, very sad. Let me see. Anastasia again. She say, Mr. President, surround you by people who have who love Liberia and can help you work for the development of Liberia, and don't nominate people only based on your friendship with them. This is disaster for you and the country. Indeed, I agree with you. Anastasia, this is my advice to the president. Thank you very much. Okay, Anastasia, she's back. She say, Max, the problem with Liberia's embassies is that the majority of diplomats are doing only their businesses, don't care about our people. They are unskilled. Look at their academic performances. Right, people are speaking there frankly. Okay, and Natasha, she's back. Hudson, she's back again. She say, and look, our students will have a bad reputation among the Moroccans. The non-payment of the rent, their consideration as heavenly payers. Let's go. Okay, yeah, she's doing another contribution. Thank you so much, Anastasia. So see here, Max, the Liberian state is definitely a failed state. The manner in which the ambassador is talking to the students, wow, shameful. I agree with you. And she's back again. She say here, Anastasia, the ambassador is most concerned about the decoration of the embassy than to the survival of these children. Wow. Yeah, then the children, you don't look after the embassy good. Budu Due, George Weah is heartless. And Budu is back. He say here, ambassador got order from back home. So whatever he's doing, Budu is saying that the mandate must have come from back home. And Natasha Hudson says, Mr. President Weah, dismiss Mr. President Weah dismiss our ambassador from Morocco and name an ethical person, because if your mandate is not directed to disaster, and the same for Belgian mission. So I mean, what Anastasia is trying to tell us here is that the ambassador that was there was removed, and this person that is there now was named on an ethnic basis. And somebody told me that this morning as well. Say when I did a post and said where I recommended that the ambassador should be fired, the person said, "Mama, I forgot about that one because the mayor appointed him because they're from the same tribe." Okay, Budu Dwe say the ambassador got order from the government back home. So everything that the ambassador is doing there, according to Budu, is a direct representation of the government. So meaning from the President George Weah. President Mr. Weah, these are some of the concerns here from your citizens about our children in Morocco. Of course, on this note, this is how we are going to sadly end today's show. So sad I couldn't get the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to speak on this issue. I couldn't get the Ministry of Education to speak on the on this issue as well. I also tried out the embassy as well in Morocco. Unfortunately, I couldn't get anybody to speak to as well. Whatever it is, the welfare of the children in Morocco are now in the hands of the Republic of Liberia. Mr. President, we need a swift action for these children. Their welfare is paramount.
Liberians suffering, Liberians. We see it, we don't do it, nothing.
So yes, indeed, Liberians.
Liberians suffering, Liberians. We see it, we don't do it, nothing.
So on this note, I want to say thanks to all of you who made a contribution, for watching, for sharing the video as well. Those of you that want to help the children as well, especially those of them that are there and you want to send them credit, especially maybe mobile phone credit, you can inbox me. I'll be able to link you with the leadership there. For my end on this edition of the Profile Liberia, today the 1st of August 2019, I want to say thank you very much for following, for watching. May God bless you. Indeed, may God bless the continent of Africa. Above all else, may God bless Mama Liberia. Bye bye from my end.
The simple you was coming from, and the simple the people carrying the US dollar.
Just in the market.